Alright, here we are again for another day of cooking. This is take two. We had some technical difficulties we have to work out. Let me connect this other. Still not going, whatever. Alright, here we go. We're going to share now.
Perfect.
Alright, cool. It works.
Yep.
So now I go back to here or something.
That's perfect.
This.
Turn me down. Turn the light down.
Okay. I think that works. I think that's working. I believe that's the overall scheme that we're doing. So just want to say hi to everybody. Another beautiful day here. It's a nice Sunday afternoon for most people. I'm assuming everybody now at this point. We're going to do something very, very simple. It is chocolate balloons. And you put whatever you want in them. Ice cream, strawberries, peanut butter, dog food. The world is your oyster in that scenario. These balloons are very hard to find unless you go to a party store or somewhere that balloons are found pretty commonly. I was not that smart and I went to Ralph's. I was looking for an hour, assuming they had balloons. So, what you want to do is you want to blow the balloon up like this, about yay big. Let me make sure she's not talking to me. Alright, cool. So, balloons, the bowl size is really up to you. I don't really know how to tell you how big you should make them. I just say small. About like that. That's a small one. That's a personal size. That's like a group dessert, I should say. If you want to get like a big boy dessert. It's like a big old, super big boy dessert. Fill it with a bunch of ice cream. But that's the general idea. If you want like a little single person thing, you halfway up, that's going to be how big your bowl is. About yay big, you know. That's good for one person, right? So take this, tie these up. This isn't cooking. This is more clownery, but I'm sure I can get it. Alright, cool. There. Perfect. You want to make sure you can do that, because that's where we're going to pinch it, most likely. Alright, so we have one small personal pan sized and one super large size. Let me check out if I can see the comments or not. I don't know how to see them, but that's cool. Here we have what we're going to do. Our ingredients are pretty simple. It is chocolate, balloons, and parchment paper. And parchment paper is one of the key ingredients to any chef's repertoire. You need this because it's safe. And I guess it's really for, if you want to bake, you need parchment paper. I don't bake too much, but parchment paper comes in handy for pork chops more than anything. Keeps all the juice and everything nice and off of your stuff. No one likes to clean dishes that much. Parchment paper cleans it for you. So, double oiling. You take a pot filled with water, very, very little water, right? Put on the stove. Get another pot, smaller pot. You put it on top. You will never burn chocolate like this if you have it on low. If you have it on blazing hot, maybe. But this is very safe because it's just steam, and steam doesn't hurt chocolate too much. So let me check on something real quick. If you want to look at your cooking supplies, here's a quick cheat list if you want to take a screenshot of that or something, whatever you're using, right? And here's a quick overview of what we're doing. Just how long it will take you. It takes honestly like 10 minutes to do the prep work in terms of melting chocolate and blowing up balloons. But then you let it sit for an hour and then you're good. So I'm gonna come over here. I want to say hi to all the people who are joining us. I'm sure that you guys, either first time or second time, this will be helpful. We're going to make something that I love and have recently had some rough times with. It got all over my face and body. And my aunt behind the camera is laughing that she was here. It was all up on the ceiling. If you look, you can still see chocolate on the ceiling and all over here and everywhere. But it's all good. I dipped this balloon, right, in hot chocolate. And my chocolate was too hot. And when I pulled it out, I flipped it upside down so I could look at how my bowl was going to be. And my chocolate melted my balloon and it popped and it got over everywhere. And it wasn't this small, it was a big, a lot of chocolate. It was covered and exploded everywhere. So, a couple tips for this. Oil your balloons so chocolate doesn't stick to them. Keep your chocolate cold so that it doesn't get all over your face and body and all over your kitchen. We're going to start with step one. Getting your chocolate melted down. So double boiling is essential for cooking anything that is delicate. If you need to cook something that you're not sure how to really do it, double boiling is pretty safe. It keeps it nice and low, but it heats it up. It requires you have these specific bowls. These bowls are chef bowls. I don't know what they're really called. They're just kind of little bowls. But they're also, I use them for salads and chocolate and everything. They're heat resistant. They're great. So you want to take classic chocolate. I'm using Hershey's, right? And I already have some chocolate melted down. But it's so simple, I can't show you any simpler way to do it. You take your chocolate, put it in a bowl, right? And then in your bowl, there's going to be steam on the bottom. And you just move around the chocolate with a fork or something. Wait about 5 minutes. So, come here. So my granddad was calling to show me his love. So, you see how quickly that chocolate melted? It was like 2 seconds. It just swirls around in here, and it's all good. It's on the side. Wants to get shown. So, that's the chocolate. It's pretty simple. So once it's all melted, you want to move it off so that you don't get what I got, and that's a face full of chocolate, and it gets everywhere, and it's all bad, and it gets all over your white clothes too. So let me take a look at these comments. What are they saying? Why are they saying nothing? Doesn't have one. Hey guys, hey Kathy, hey Maya, hey everybody, hey Ashley, hey how are you guys? It is very easy to get the other balloon because I need to show you how it finishes. There's two ways that I realized you can do this. You take this chocolate covered balloon that you're finished with it and put it in the fridge, or you can leave it out and let it cool in the air. The only thing I've seen is if you let it cool in the air, you need to have some kind of chocolate with nuts in it or something more stable. Or if you use milk chocolate, it's not going to work because milk chocolate is just kind of flimsy and falls apart. I've tried to make a good 8 or 9 balloons. I made about 2. So I think in terms of failing, I know what I'm talking about right now. But the key is keeping your chocolate cool, keeping your balloon oiled. And what we're going to use in terms of oil is extra virgin olive oil. Extra virgin today, because extra virgin, we're not heating this up. You know, this is a cold pressed oil. Cold pressed oil stays cold pressed. You're not supposed to heat up cold pressed oil. It destroys the flavor, in my opinion. So you keep it cold. If you're going to keep it cold, you can use this. If you're going to heat it up at all, I suggest you use the regular olive oil, not vegetable oil. That's for deep frying, I think. But here we go. Just a little bit of this. So I'm going to take a second, wash my hands. I'll be right back. You just show that. Alright, so we're back. So you want to take this, right? You can take your oil, get a piece of parchment paper. Alright, parchment paper. Pull this out. I'll lay this down. Grab some of this oil. Can't use too much oil. I've wasted too many balloons using too much oil, and the chocolate doesn't stick, and it's really bad. It's all bad. So take this oil. And do not be afraid to put your hands on stuff. Spread the oil around a little bit. Alright. So oily, not too oily. We're going to use baby sealer. So I'm going to show you one more time how you do it. Take this oil, extra virgin, like that, and just rub it to the bottom. Alright? Expand the oil as much as you can. You don't need to go above the halfway point because past there you shouldn't be putting chocolate. But there you go. Alright? Take this. Gotta wash my hands again. Alright. So, take this. Make sure your chocolate isn't hot. Cannot stress how important it is to make sure your chocolate is not hot. Cannot stress. These are not as durable as you think. These are pretty fragile. And I guess as you know, balloons you would think are fragile anyway. So I think this is still too warm. I'm gonna assume it's too warm. But I love you guys. Alright, does that. See, I thought it would pop right there. It scared me. So you place this on your parchment paper. Alright. I would say you want to get a little bit of this first. Hi, Ali. Hi, Stefan. Hi. Hi, Harmony. Oh, these are all people from way, way back in the day. All right, so we're gonna take this, make a little base. You know, something for your little bowl to sit on. I'm gonna sit this on it. I'm gonna transfer this to the fridge, put it in the freezer or something, and then when it comes out, it looks like this. All right, so this is the finished product. This, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm scared to pop it because these things are more fail than succeed for me right now, but I'm gonna pop it for you guys. So, I'm gonna take this. So this is the actual balloon covered in chocolate. Kind of cold. So, what I'm going to attempt to do is cut it here and then leak the air out and then pull the balloon out like that. Let's see if it works. Huh. Well, that's not what I wanted. So I'm assuming I didn't oil it down enough. And so I got this kind of chocolate thing. I'm not sure. I haven't had this happen before. This is a unique problem for me. Alright. So, as we can see, these things are hard to make. But the idea is there. I will be posting a video on the finished product, the one that I made that came out perfect with the ice cream and the syrup on top. But until then, we're going to keep trying together to make this a beautiful experience. So, again, what you want to do is you want to take this, put it in the fridge or freezer. I'm kind of sad, guys. Alright, so oil this down. You want to oil it, there's a sweet spot. I'm going to say that's the hard part about this. There's a sweet spot of oil where too much, you don't get the chocolate to stick. Too little, it either busts and crumbles apart, or the balloon comes out of the chocolate after. And you get just like a floppy mold. I think what happened is this chocolate wasn't sturdy enough for what I needed it to do. I should have put some walnuts in there or something. You should always use the darkest chocolate you can find. The sturdiest chocolate. This was not sturdy enough. This was Hershey's milk chocolate. So, I'm going to take this fail as a success, as my sister told me today, as I sprayed chocolate everywhere. She said not every failure is a bad thing. And so I am learning that very thoroughly with this dish, balloon chocolate things, because this is not what you want. This is not the goods. But I'm sure that in the near future that this will be a beautiful spectacle 100% every time. Get it right. So I'm going to put all my little things away and try again. Alright, so I'm seeing the comments you guys are posting. Try again. this week and whatnot. And I am gonna try again. I'm trying again all week before Sunday. I'm gonna try again and get it right. I got a lot of Hershey's and a lot of balloons, so I'm definitely gonna do this one more time. But in the meantime, all this chocolate's not going to waste. This goes back in there to get remelted in for another attempt with this balloon. And that's going in there. It's going to make it good. We're going to put ice cream in it. It's going to be delicious. So I'm going to take a look at your comments and whatnot. So this is milk chocolate. I'm not a baker, so one thing that's happened is in my not baking experience, I learned a lot of chocolate, a lot of balloons. But that's what we're here for. It's live cooking. Not everything's going to be awesome and perfect. If this was a pre-recorded show, it would come out perfect. But, not everything does. And so we're going to sign off for today. We're going to let that be that. We're going to come back to this very shortly. Stay posted. We're doing live cooking sessions now in the form of hour to 2 hours to 3 hour sessions. So check that out on the website, newclassics.co. Hit the inbox if you want to have someone teach you how to make something that you're not used to, or help you with the recipe that you want to improve. So, Chef Jay on Sunday, I'm going to sign off. Hashtag Chef Jelani if you want to tag it for all your friends. We're going to come to this later, the chocolate and balloon fiasco, because it's definitely gives me a run for my money, if anything. Check the past post if you don't know what I'm talking about. It was all over my face. So, my aunt's laughing behind the camera because she knows it's true, and I'm sure a lot of you know it's true. But we're going to let that be that. Good luck in your cooking endeavors. I wish you more luck than I had today, but I will be trying again. And failure is not always the worst option. Goodbye, guys.